Okay, let me know once you can see my screen.
Second.
Okay, so this is the database HIVision. So this is obviously the landing page. So the landing page is designed to introduce the problem and the purpose of the application, and just explains the why like HIVision it was created, and also gives users like an overview of the platform before they begin the analysis. And explains the importance of HIV drug resistance and like the kind of databases that I use throughout the application. And so from here, I'll launch the analysis workspace. So that's the actual application. And then the first thing that you're going to see before anything else is the dashboard, which is where the analysis begins, where you can use your HIV mutation data. Looks like it's taking some time to load.
Yeah, this render does take some time, right? So again, this can be a lesson for you as well, right? In the future, if you're presenting something like this, make sure it's loaded up and ready, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, you want to keep a person waiting.
Yeah.
But again,
Sorry.
that's why we're doing this, right? That's the point of this. So you learn from your mistakes. Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Okay, awesome. Looks like it worked. So again, this is the main dashboard. So here, if you open this up, I have an example loaded actually, but this is your mutation data that you can upload, and then you can run your resistance analysis. So the application will automatically compare the mutation codes against the mutation database that's already inside of the application. And at the top here, we can see these 4 cards. So we immediately see an overview of the analysis, including analysis competence, resistance probability, and the number of recognized mutations. As you scroll down, there's more information about HIV and our ARTs, which are the therapies used for HIV, and just overall drug resistance, and such as an affinity binding map. And so instead of just reading through multiple mutation records individually, users can quickly identify associated with regions that are like higher impacted. So you can click, and it's very interactable. You can zoom in and see which ones have like a higher disruption index, whatever you want to know. The next thing is the therapy section. So basically, after the analysis is complete, HIVision will automatically organize your results into therapy recommendations. And instead of displaying only mutation data, the application grouped therapies into ones that should be avoided, used with caution, or considered as potential options. And then here is the database that the application uses. So users can search it, they can filter, or they can just browse mutations on their own. And they can also learn about like the affected gene, codon position, drug class, resistance category, severity level, and like just any supporting evidence and an overall description. So here you can click any details that you want to know. You can choose any mutation to learn about. The next part is the research. So this section will organize all of your mutation records according to the HIV gene that they specifically affect, and grouping mutations that by biological targets, which makes it a lot easier to study them. So these are gene targets. So this is one is called integrase. So you can see all of the different codes that align with it, and you can see the severity level. Here's another one. There's protease. So as you scroll down, you can see all the different ones. And then the next thing is the AI assistant. So just like any AI assistant, it's used to provide like a conversational interface in the application that also aligns with the mutation data. So the assistant is like grounded in the application's like data set, and is designed to like simply interpret rather than like replace actual clinical expertise because of liability. So if you just ask it to explain, it'll give a curated response that's already in the database. It's just a way to extract information a lot better instead of scrolling through everything. The next thing is the interactions. So each drug is already again in the system. So if you were to select like a specific one, you can see how they interact with each other. There's no known pairings for this, but basically it's like a checker which evaluates like different combinations, and it's already in the database. So like for example, like a known interaction, it'll explain why it occurs and provides like the appropriate recommendation. And this is like a graph, like a very interactive graph. And so basically each node represents like a specific mutation, and each connection represents a curated relationship between the mutations. So it helps to like visualize how resistance often develops through combinations of different mutations rather than just individual mutations acting alone. And then I guess the last thing is the reports. So this like summarizes all of the results that you've gotten over the course of the application. It combines detected mutations, resistance probability, therapy recommendations into like a very structured report that you can like print and save for your own self. And this is like the final stage of the application and provides like an overview and a summary of like your analysis. And so yeah, I guess that's the entire application. Everything is very interactive. The dashboard, you can change colors. There's sound effects, light, dark mode, like for aesthetic purposes. But
All right, very well done. Uh, okay, cool. Is that your presentation? Do you have anything else to say? Good.
um, let me just go back to the actual presentation. I mean, I guess now I just ready for your feedback. But that
Yeah,
was
right.
closing, yeah.
Again, the point of this is the not the most of the project itself is just like how you present it. Does that make sense, right? So
Right.
in that sense, you did perfectly. I have no comment over there,
Thank
right?
you.
The app itself is also really well made. Is there once again? I'm confused. Is there like the focus of this to help out like researchers to
Yes.
like organize their stuff, or is it more so like as an educational platform? So I feel
So
like it's a bit of both.
yeah, so like over the course of like my school year, I did learn a lot about HIV and drug resistance. And
Yeah.
when I looked into like current clinical like applications, it was either like really kind of like I guess confusing and it didn't really help users understand, or it was like very basic. So I tried to combine both of those. So yeah, like you said, this gives like users who like don't know much about HIV and like drug resistance like a chance to learn about it, but also it's like a database and it also has like certain mutations that are organized well. So
That does make sense. Okay. Cool. I guess it's more so like a kind of like a reference material for researchers as well as just being an educational tool as well, right?
mhm,
Interesting. Right, it's a very noble cause that you're going around, right? HIV has been it's been a plague for the world. There's a lot of different communities affected by it, right? A lot of people in Africa suffer from HIV, AIDS and stuff,
mhm,
as well as people of the LGBT community as well, right?
right.
Uh, I guess it's a very noble endeavor that you're going with, and very well made app as well, right? Normally there's it's pretty clear like, oh, you can do this or you can do this, but like for
Yeah.
me it's now I'm having actually difficulties actually saying finding anything really. I guess like one little thing you can add is like a few more AI features, if that makes sense. Like I know you
Yeah.
have the chatbot thing, right? But like I feel like AI can be still be used a bit more here. Again, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
That's not like you're right or wrong, right?
Right.
Like for example, that's what I'm saying about the focus, right? Because like depends on like are you making this like like a tool to help out researchers? Are you using this as a tool to like as an educational tool, right? Because if it's an educational tool, you can think of stuff like structured lessons, and then or maybe like a like flashcards, some sort of questions or things like that that can help
Mhm.
people like remember stuff like this, right? Or like at
Right.
least like learn about this stuff,
No, I
right?
think I
Like
definitely want to go the more educational route. Like I think I'm more interested in like reaching out
helping
to more
researchers, yeah.
people and like getting users and like building a platform.
All right,
Um,
if that's the case, right, then what I would recommend for you right now is to like think again. This goes back to something called requirement engineering and like figuring out the users' requirements, right? Like who will be
right.
the users of your app, right? It will be
Right.
people researching HIV or like just doctors in general, right?
Mhm.
So like reach out to people like them, right? Like again, like it's very obvious when you say it, but
Yeah.
when you're making an app, like look, go talk to the users and get their feedback, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I guess that's like the next step for you, right? Or they'll give you a lot more better feedback than I can give you. Like technical stuff you have already implemented.
Mhm.
Uh, cool. Right. So hopefully that's basically it for you. Right.
Mhm.
Very well made. Very well made. It's there's like
Should I
I
just share my screen again? I'm sorry, I just stopped sharing because of connectivity
no
purposes.
no
But
no that's fine. No need. Um, yeah, that's basically it. Okay. Very well done, Nihara. All right.
thank you.
Okay. Okay. Look, just stay in the call for a few seconds. This is the technical part done, right?
Right.
Uh, like, Actually, wait. You know what? I have one more question for you. Uh, Currently, you're using right now, you're just using the I guess Grok API to kind of ask fetch information and do stuff like that. That's your AI component, right?
Yes.
Have you looked into like possibly websites like Hugging Face and stuff, right?
Sorry,
Have you heard
what?
of these websites? Hugging Face. Have you heard this website before?
Oh no, I don't think I have. Sorry.
I'll send it the chat actually. Look it up actually. Right, it's again AI use in this sort of HIV stuff, right? It's not. Oh, sorry, what's again? Hugging
Okay.
Face. I spelled it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So AI use in this sort of stuff, right, is not just like related to like an AI chatbot or something like that, right? That also people have made models to like help detect stuff, right? Remember the stuff that
Oh,
they covered in the instructor-led session, right?
I see.
So Hugging Face is a website that contains a ton of models, so you can browse through it. Hopefully, you can find something cool there as well, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I
So,
see that.
right, all right.